100% Chelsea. I'm joined again by Nicky from West Ham Fan TV. How are you doing again?
Good, mate. Thanks.
Good. Now, this one here, we're just going to be talking about how we feel each of our clubs are going to be doing in the league. Easiest place to start will probably be looking at last season. Now, I know it's maybe an anomaly for us. It was a good season for you. You went to you went to most grounds. So you went to Liverpool, Man City, Man United, I believe you did as well.
No, we didn't beat Man United. We drew there.
You drew at Man United. You went and got results at very big clubs.
Yeah.
You drew with us. It was a penalty. And you know, you've obviously got these results. How do you feel you can bring this into next season, or do you think you're going to have some second season syndrome?
It's looking decent for us. I'm not going to lie, it's looking decent, but look, you can't judge anything by anything in pre-season. It's just, I think the momentum took us from the Arsenal win. I mean, we was going there last season expecting to get pounded by Arsenal, to be quite honest. We went there, very convincing performance, beat them comfortably at their own ground. I think that sort of set the tone for the rest of the season. We then found, because Arsenal are one of the biggest clubs in the league, we then sort of took that confidence along. Now, the danger with starting with Chelsea, of course, is, you didn't have a great season last season, but we all know Chelsea, they're a good side. On their day, they're unbeatable. They're probably one of the best teams in the league. So it's a bit dangerous going into this game thinking, it's Chelsea, they didn't have the greatest, because it's easy to go in overconfident, and then that's when, mistake. I mean, we done it a few times last year, fans probably more than the team and the management go into games thinking, do you know what, we've beat Man City, we've beat Arsenal. But to be fair, that means nothing now, does it? It's a brand new start to the season. The slate is literally wiped clean, and it's a chance for everyone. And everyone's going to be, they're baying for blood. It's such an open league. You see what happened last year with Leicester. Nobody's really scared of anybody anymore. You can't really look at a team and think, they're going to go there and get battered, because you just don't know what's going to happen. So I hope that we're prepared right. I hope that we are ready for it, but I'm not overconfident going there. But I'm a West Ham fan. I'm never going to be overconfident about going anywhere. We could be going to someone in League Two, and I think we'll get scrape a draw, and things like that. So no, I'm not overconfident. I'm not overly enthusiastic about going to Chelsea. I'd rather have been at home, but it's a difficult season for us. We really do need to get off to a good start, because we've got a new home, of course. When you come down there, it's a fabulous place. I mean, it literally takes your breath away. And but it's all new. It's a new environment. It's a new stadium to everyone. So it's probably going to be like playing the first 10 games away from home. Yeah.
Well, that's another big thing. I mean, sort of the Berlin ground for you was the atmosphere. That was the noise you generated, and sort of I was never lucky enough to go, but from what I heard from other West fans, you just hit you'd hit the side, you'd hit the chairs, you'd make so much noise. It was such a hostile atmosphere, and that was probably for me personally, I felt that was probably one of the biggest factors in why you were so successful last season, as well as obviously the way you played, Dimitri Payet. But like you're saying, you're going into a brand new home, and from also what I've heard from other people, it's a lot obviously it's gonna be a lot quieter because it's a lot more open. But I mean, apparently it's just not. It's not the same. It's not going to be the same. It won't be. But
no, of course not.
I mean, how have you guys tried to generate noise at that stadium? You've had the Europa League game there. You've had a couple of friendlies.
Yeah, it's been one game there, and they're quiet Europa League games. You get people that normally buy tickets or are away on holiday. You could have a good proportion of them. Obviously, with the new stadium, you've got people that are not with people that they used to be sitting with. So you've got someone that might have been sitting with a crowd of people for the last 10 years, now sitting with brand new people. These brand new people might not want to sing, might not want to chant, might not want to do this. it was a mixed atmosphere. When it got going, it was going, you know. But it's getting it going, and you know, I'm sure when the Premier League comes, it'll be a lot different. Like, I wouldn't judge it too quickly because although it is a bigger space and a more open space, it's twice the amount. You know,
that's so true.
And we are very loud. We're very supportive. We're very primal, I suppose, in the way we chant for football. You know, we haven't had, like, all due respect to you guys and some of the guys that have been more successful, we haven't had that influx of sort of day trippers yet.
Yeah.
You know, and so hopefully it'll be, at least for the next season or two, as hostile as Upton Park was.
Well, yeah, that's you know. So in terms of what, so obviously, like you're saying, you can't predict it. For you, obviously, last season, amazing season. No one would have expected it. No one would have expected anything at all compared to what happened last season. But where can you see yourselves finishing? Where would you go? That's perfect finish. You know, I'm happy with that.
I think what we need to do, Louis, I think, you know, I think we cemented last year, we're not that small club from the East End anymore. We're building something there. We're building a good team. Sort of like, and again, no disrespect to Chelsea, because it's the way that for the last sort of 10 years, 15 years, it's the way that football has gone. You know, the influx of money have made the bigger clubs. But with the likes of Leicester, you know, winning the league last year, and Tottenham sort of, I think that's where we're going with our structure. I think we're going for the Tottenham route. What they've done is they built a base, you know, cemented themselves in the European competition year in, year out, sort of proved to themselves that they could handle that European competition, and now they're sort of building on that to sort of push for the Champions League spaces. Now, Champions League spaces are nigh on impossible to get on, so I'd be crazy. I mean, we nearly done it last year, but no, last season anything could have happened, you know. I wouldn't have been surprised if someone would have come up from the lower leagues and won the league, you know what I mean? And it was just mental last year, and you can't sort of look at that as a basis of how this season's going to go. So I'd be happy to push a place. That's difficult, but just get six, get that European competition back again. I mean, don't forget, the end of last season, we sort of like, we was in the running for fourth, and we ended up coming seventh. 2 losses in our last 3 games to Swansea and Stoke, who, all due respect, didn't have nothing to play for, you know. So we do feel the pressure. Hopefully that's been sort of trained out the guys now. But yeah, around the same place will do me. If we get back into the European competition, I'd like to sort of progress like that, because you can get back in there and build on what you've already got. I think sometimes you can go into a season and have great success like we did last year, and it all comes too quickly. So yeah, just building on the squad we've got, make sure we're getting used to the European competition, and if we get in it, of course, we're still not qualified. But yeah, that'd be ideal for me. About 7th or 6th again, that'd be perfect.
So that has been Nicky's from West Ham TV's view. Obviously, head over there and subscribe to see more great stuff. And obviously, stay here, subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links are down in the description, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.